following video contains partial nudity, sexual themes and overtones, vulgar and adult language, disturbing imagery, and just about anything you can deem as inappropriate. It is highly unsuitable for anyone under the age of 18, and viewer discretion is advised for all ages. You have been warned.
Hey there guys, it's ChaosMaelstrom time! Welcome back to more Monmusu Quest! In the last episode, we went to Happiness Village! Sorry, that's never not going to annoy me. And we settled disputes between the humans and the harpies that are living there. Now we're obviously going to get more happiness, honey, because, well, basically, harpies and humans are living peacefully together, and the harpies are helping with the farm work now, so we've pretty much solved everything there. Alright, next up, we're going to go ahead and actually head to Enrica Village. This is our next destination. We are at the recommended level, so naturally this is where we're going to head next. So let's go. Shall we check out that village the shopkeeper mentioned? Even though it's so close to my hometown, I've never heard of it. Just what kind of village is it? This village isn't mentioned in my guidebook. Maybe there's a new specialty food to be discovered. Alice seems excited to be continuing her eating journey. Seems like she thinks the world only exists to feed her. Anyway, let's see what's there. We turn to the southwest and start heading towards Enrica. The shopkeeper gave me a rough idea of where it is. It should be near here. Eh? That's an unusual monster. Eh? As soon as I turn around, Alice vanishes. And her place appeared. Quite literally in her place, considering, you know, they're on the same place on the screen, or at least they're going to be. Let's just, you know, dark elf. An elf, a guardian of the forest. They're usually kind-hearted and friendly, but there are some who fall into darkness. Those are called dark elves. Go back whence you came. This is a place man must not approach. The dark elf pulls out her sword and points it at me. Why aren't humans allowed? Because they are human. If you do not retreat, I shall be forced to act. That sword is a feat. She'll make an opening with a physical attack, then use a pleasure attack. Even still, I need to get through. Because I want to. I point my sword at the dark elf. I want to create a world where we can coexist peacefully with everyone. I can't overlook a place that discriminates against humans. If you won't retreat, then I shall force you into deprivation. I will contaminate you with my darkness and make you into my thing! Wow! I love it how descriptive that word is. Great going, Rogue Translator, though. Then again, if they said something similar in Japanese, I don't know. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start off in the obvious way. We're starting at full SP. We actually got another SP because of our level up. So we'll go ahead and do Demon Decapitation. Again, never pass up a chance to do it. So we're going to go ahead and, I don't know, get our ping-as attended to. Man, you gotta wonder how hard Luca's gotta wash his junk after a hard day's work because of how often, how many weird things are happening to it. Okay, should be just about done. One more attack should do it. And there we go. I should also mention she has a status inflicting move, the Kiss of Ecstasy, which will basically put you in a trance and make you unable to act for a few turns. But I defeated her before she used it, so we are good. Bye, bitch! Dark Elf became small enough to fit in the palm of my hand. While cursing me, the Dark Elf runs away, as fast as a midget elf can run. Alright, 50 EXP! A Dark Elf is such a place. Why on earth? Who knows? Not that she expected me to know, I'm sure. I didn't know that elves were this close to Ilias Village. I've barely taken a few steps forward when another monster blocks my path. Oh, well that's great. Ew.
I won't let you go any further than this. I'll summon a tentacle for you and make you its prey.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't give her that voice, but seriously, it looks like that. It looks like she might have some kind of voice like that. Let's just do the damn Demon Decapitation. So the last one was a physical fighter. This one is a magic fighter. So obviously, she's probably going to be doing more damage than the, Really? I think that was less damage, but okay. I was going to say she's more attack-oriented, but I think we already defeated her. Nope! One more attack. Oh god. Not good! Not good! And... yeah, I'm gonna say no, okay? Alright. I really don't appreciate that. Okay, that's another thing. She can absorb HP from you when you're bound. I forgot about that. Because, obviously, she's a very easy fight. The Dark Elf shrinks until she's small enough to fit in my hand. The Dark Elf runs away. So we defeated the Dark Elf M. So she's a masochist? Wouldn't she want me to, like, be the complete dominant one then? Because that's sort of what M is when you use it in a Japanese context. I'll shut up now. Hey, we're now level 9! Another Dark Elf. They don't usually hang out in groups like that. Besides, I thought there weren't too many Dark Elves to start with. That's right. Originally, elves were a pure and innocent race. However, very rarely would one become corrupted. They called this phenomenon degeneration. They would turn into a depraved existence. Alienated from other elves, they would act like normal monsters. In addition, if a Dark Elf continues to grow in power, it's possible that they could turn into a different kind of monster. In any case, we shouldn't be loitering around here. That was pretty detailed, Alice. Of course, just who do you think I am? I have no idea. It would be bad to keep getting attacked without making any progress. Let's hurry to Enrica. But where is Enrica? It should be nearby. After that, we walked around for a few hours. Finally, seeing a break in the trees, we came across a village. This is it, Enrica! Happy at finally finding the village, we enter. This is Enrica? It's a very small village. There was a strange atmosphere hanging in the air. Is it peaceful? Mysterious? In any case, it's very strange. So, it's like that. Those Dark Elves from before make sense now, too. It looks like Alice figured something out. What do you mean? A lone woman walks out from the interior of the village. She stands out among the strange atmosphere permeating the rest of the area. You don't appear to be a merchant. That's right. I heard from a shopkeeper in Iliasburg about this village. Please, go away. Other than merchants who trade things we need, we don't allow anyone else in the village. Surprisingly, it looks like they won't let me into the village. A horribly exclusive village. No way! You may take offense at our prohibition, but this is how we've lived for a long time. If you are a sensible traveler, please leave us alone. I understand. Sorry for troubling you. I don't want to trample over people who want to live quietly. A true hero would never do such things. As I bowed to the woman and turned to leave, the woman suddenly notices my mother's ring. That ring! Could you be... Luca? That's right! Why does she know my name? I've never been to this village before. You really are Luca, aren't you? You've grown so big. Do you know me? Yes, my name is Michaela. I know your father and mother as well. Excuse me. The woman named Michaela introduces herself with some hesitation. Suddenly, determination appears in her eyes. But now, please turn back. When the time comes, we'll be able to talk. I understand. Nothing I say would be any use. I can see it in her eyes. Even if I stayed here, I wouldn't get anything more out of her. Alright, I'll come again. Yes. I wish you luck in your battles, Luca. Thus we turn away from the village and return. This village, I need to keep it in mind. What a strange village. I had a strange nostalgic feeling. And that Michaela person knew me. What does it mean? That village. What's wrong, Alice? When we entered the village, it looks like you realized something. Being worried by herself. Strange girl. I understood something, but there's still one thing I don't get. I was sure that Enrique was an isolated elf village. Oi, oi! Are you saying everyone in that village was an elf? It's true that the village was really strange. That's what I thought with that Michaela woman. Alice sighs as if she has given up. Whatever, I didn't get to have a feast at the village like I thought I would. What a pointless trip. As always, the subject returns to food with her. There's nothing we can do in that village for now. Now for the next destination. Alright, so now we have basically everything, all the side quests done. Oh, let's let this to advance in the story. So, now before we go ahead and do that, I actually want to return to some of our earlier locations and see if we have any more flavor text. Let's go back to Ilias village. No way, you already homesick? It's not like that. I opened the map back up. Okay, guess we can't go back there. Well, we can at least return to Iliasburg. Because I know we have different flavor text here. So let's see what everyone has to say. If something's the same, I'll keep it out, but we'll see. How could I have wet myself from such a little monster? We'll just ignore that one. They weren't what I was expecting them to be. I'm only a little scared now. So they're talking about the bandits, I take it. Youth buddy. I just hope you wet yourself when you were in a scared way and not wet yourself in a Glolacon kind of way. Let's just ignore that comment and continue and just talk to the prostitute. Just saw the dragon and the vampire. Is that dragon going to get bigger? Well, yeah, in maybe a few hundred years. I don't want monsters in this city. It seems like I'm in the minority, so I won't say anything. So the band of thieves were just those little things. What are their parents doing? Do monsters not care at all about their children? Monsters raise their children differently depending on the type. Some let their children be independent from birth. Since I'm a Lamia, I don't really know how a dragon or a vampire would raise their kids. I hope the people of this city can raise them. Aw, that's such a nice thought, Luca. Crap, I'm really sick now. Is this punishment for before? I won't lie anymore, Ilias, I promise. I won't bully my little sister either. Wow, these soldiers are terrible people. You had the courage to go and fight them, but they turned out to be so little. Your courage should still be praised, though. Alright. And of course, we can talk with the best of the four bandits, the Goblin Girl. Move, move, move! Ah, the hero from before. I'm working hard on this street. Yeah, they'll grow up to be a splendid monster. You seem a lot different from the other three. Ah, they were born in the north of Centaura. I came from the east. I met them when we were all heading south. Ah, is that how you met? From the east? I didn't think they dressed like you do. I used to dress like they did, but I changed. This is the bandit style from the Natalia area. I see. Yeah, so that's a little bit of interesting flavor text right there. You actually learn that the Goblin Girl came from a different area of the Centaura continent than the other bandits have. She really is the best, though. Why? Because she's just adorable, and I guess, you know, being the first monster I officially lost to, you have to have some sort of attachment to her in a way. Not like that, you pervs! I'm not a lolicon! Alright, let's see what's at the weapons shop. Strike while the iron is hot. It's no ordinary proverb. It's a way of life. Ooga! The little dragon seems to be training with the blacksmith. Oh, hero! This little child is giving it her all. Once she can learn a useful skill, I'm sure she won't do bad things anymore.
Ooga! I'll do my best. I'll grow up to be a good blacksmith.
Good luck. Alright, I remember this one being pretty great. Welcome! Welcome! The vampire girl's eyes start to shine. Buy 3,000 herbs. Hey, don't use your eyes like that! Looks like the vampire girl is helping the tool shop owner. Sheesh, can't take my eyes off this girl for a second. Thanks for everything. And we'll see what's happening at the church. I'm pretty sure who's here. Ilias, what do we do?
We mustn't let monsters live with us in the city. Ilias will surely send her judgment.
Wow! I called that exactly! I didn't think I'd be able to call it so exactly. Wow. Alright, and finally the Sutherland Inn. Oh, welcome. Welcome. I heard you resolved the situation in Happiness Village. I'll let you stay here whenever you want. Yay, we're a guest of honor at the Sutherland Inn. I'm sure Alice is overjoyed. She just had to stock up on and Dangles. That's the real reason why we came back to Iliasburg. Alright. Now, over to Happiness Village. I know we just got done here, but again, we have different flavor text. Considering we now have the men back here as well as harpies, so we can talk to them all. I'm glad my father's back safely, but I have a new mother-in-law and sister-in-law. It's kind of complicated. Hey, Pee-Pee, bring that hive over here. It's a little heavy, so be careful. Okay. Is it okay here, stepmother? That's good, thank you. I'm glad for all the additional help. We're okay over here, but I've heard that other families are having a lot of issues. Still better than when all the men were kidnapped, though. I friggin' love how well they work together. 3 wives and 12 children. I divorced him and moved out. Wonder if I should move to Iliasburg. Do we actually see her in Iliasburg later? I don't know, it's a bit difficult to tell because with names like Woman B and stuff. I have a new sister! I have a new sister! Oh, so adorable. When I grow up, I'm going to marry this girl. When I grow up, I want at least 10 kids. I'm counting on you, darling. Ilias still forbids that kind of thing? Oh, Ilias, what should I do? Idiot. That is so adorable. Just that right there. You don't even need to have on-screen art. You can just be a silhouette and still be adorable. Even when I was gone, my wife seems to have held things together. Seems like she was a better chief than I was. Don't be sad. I'll comfort you. You idiot! I'm just gonna imagine him as Master Roshi now. To be fair, why wouldn't I? I want to finish my work early and play with my bride. Ugh, I'll triple my speed. I haven't worked on the farm so long I've gotten stiff. But I'll do my best for my cute wife and daughters. Who wants to make a baby with me tonight? I won't take someone else's husband, I promise. Okay, well, you might want to fly to Iliasburg in that case, but then again, they probably wouldn't be so comfortable with it, so yeah. Shall we collect all the honey? We'll work hard during the day and play harder at night. Okay. Well, good to hear that. It seems like things are going well enough. It appears as though us harpies can help out with the farm and beekeeping work too. I hope this peace can remain forever. Aw, so sweet. That's why I love going back to the locations even after I'm done, just to see how well things are coming along. I mean, I'm pretty sure Luca would do the same thing canonically, so yeah. Alright, well, with everything else done, I wonder, what flavor text do we get if we say to go back to Enrica? Going back there? What a half-baked idea. I bet they can't even cook a proper meal. Did you really think that was funny? No, I didn't. Anyway, it's no use going back to Enrica for now. I'm guessing that's supposed to be some sort of pun in Japanese, probably, maybe, somewhere in there. Alright, so we've already seen all the flavor text for all these areas. It's time to move on to Iliasport. Once we go to this port, we'll be able to take a ship to Centaura. So it's finally time to leave this continent. There is nothing left here for us to do, so we're ready to go. Let's go to Iliasport. If it's a port town, there should be a lot of foreign delicacies gathered from all over. Alice seems excited to continue feeding her gullet. As long as she can eat things, she has no issues. I guess it's better than her eating humans. I'm getting excited. Let's go. Right. Thus, we turn to the north and head to Iliasport. It looks like the divine protection of Ilias is strong here, reducing the amount of monsters. Though, the further away from the Ilias temple in the south we get, the stronger the monsters seem to become. As we walk on the long path, suddenly... Uh-oh! I think it's time for another monster battle! Ew. Ew. I think I'm gonna have to put something over that. A traveler? Unbaptized too. You look delicious. I'll suck everything out of you. Your whole body wrapped in my mouth, I'll leech everything out of you. The leech girl has a gaping mouth hanging open in her lower body. Ew. Innumerable wriggling tentacles are moving around in there as if excited at my presence. Ew. No. Luca, no, don't! Please, no! My whole... No! Luca, stop thinking that! I shake my head back and forth trying to push the thought out of my mind. I won't be swayed away by such temptation. Yeah, let's get her! The faster we get rid of her, the sooner we'll be able to... Oh, no. Move on and be less disturbed. Oh, God, here we go. Gotta happen at least once a battle. Oh, God! Poor Luca. No. No, Luca. I know it feels amazing in there, but you definitely want to get out of there. Yeah, keep struggling. Okay. Struggle harder, and there we go. Alright. Okay, hopefully there... Nope. Of course you're gonna. Okay, well, you should almost be... Oh, there we go. No way! The leech girl was sealed by my sword. Now, a tiny leech, she crawls away. Okay. Well, that was disgusting. Finally finished? Before I noticed, Alice was already standing next to me again. I actually didn't even notice her vanish. Yeah, don't you think I've gotten pretty good? What were you looking at, you idiot? What was with those pathetic attacks? I thought they were pretty good. Jeez. By the way, Alice, when I'm fighting, where do you go? Huh? I walk around, have some tea, maybe catch a bug or two. Lots of things. Basically, you're bored. If you're so bored, you can always help me. Alright, and I believe at this point, yes! We make camp for the night. Oh, thank God we're at this point because I've been looking forward to what happens here because we get something that's really nice. Oh, continue please, thank you. And that's how Heinrich defeated the Monster Lord and brought the world peace. And everyone lived happily ever after. The story from 500 years ago when Heinrich defeated the Monster Lord. Since I was a boy, I read the picture book over and over. What do you mean everyone lived happily ever after, you idiot? Blah, I stumbled over my senses there. Shut up. While biting into her food, Alice spits back at me. I thought it was a good story. Why'd you have to call me an idiot? I'm a monster. Do you really think I'd enjoy a story about a human killing a monster lord? Do you want me to tell you a story about a monster killing a human king? Yeah, that's right. If you want to build a peaceful world where everyone can coexist, you'll have to have some delicacy about that. Sorry. Certainly, monsters probably wouldn't want to hear that old story. Well, Heinrich defeating that old monster lord is worthy of some praise. She only cared about power, destruction, and chaos. Perhaps being defeated by a hero was brought about by herself. Alice said something pretty unexpected. Brought down by her own mistakes. That's a cutting remark. Trying to rule by power is a savage act. You should expect to get savagery back. You're right. I wonder how the current Monster Lord is. The current Monster Lord is shrouded in mystery. No human has seen it, and even monsters have only heard rumors. It's said that she's extremely strong, and may even be the strongest Monster Lord yet. If they've declared full-scale war with humans, I guess they're a villain after all? If the Monster Lord is unable to listen to reason, then I'll have no choice but to fight her. Right now, the Monster Lord is ruining relations with humans and monsters. I wonder if the slaughter of Romina was by her instruction as well. She must be a horrible person after all, don't you think, Alice? Since Alice is a monster, the Monster Lord must be her master too. Who knows? Alice looks up at the sky with a strange expression. Maybe the Monster Lord has just lost her way. Whether humans should be destroyed? Alice, do you know the Monster Lord? Don't tell me you've seen her? It's rumored that only the most important monsters have ever seen the Monster Lord. The 4 Heavenly Knights should all have met her. Yes, I know the Monster Lord. She may even be closer to you than you might think. To me? But I grew up in the countryside. I've only seen my first monster only recently, too. Man, you're really dumb, you idiots. Well, changing the topic. Alice suddenly stands up. It's time for more training. Seeing your pathetic fight made me disappointed. If you try to fight the monster world like that, it would just be a miserable sight. You don't have to say it like that. Now, pick up your sword. I'll show you how you should fight. Thus we trained into the night. That's right. Stabilize your upper body. Step forward with your foot and quickly thrust into the enemy as I showed you. Like this? I step forward and lunge quickly. Doesn't look too bad. You need to try that in actual combat now, and not just training. Thank you. This is an amazing technique. It's said that Bloody Ferdinand's mastered this technique and covered the battlefield with her bloody thrusts. Using this Blood Fisher Thunder Thrust technique, she killed her enemies one after another, making a lake of blood. That's a very shady sounding bloody technique. Bloody Fisher Thunder Thrust. Well, I'm going to use it. I'll omit the Bloody Fisher part and leave the Thunder Thrust. Luca learns Thunder Thrust! This technique is most useful right at the start of combat. That is, if you use it in the first turn, it will unleash its full power. Every turn after that, its power will slowly wane. Choose wisely whether it's worth it to use the SP. I see. I understand, Alice. Well then, let's end the practice for today. Let's head off to sleep and get ready for tomorrow. Thus, our training session ends for tonight. Satisfied, I head off to sleep. Alright, insert dream sequence. What are we going to dream about tonight? Oh, okay, so we're getting our dreams invaded again. Luca. Oh, brave Luca. I hear a voice calling me from somewhere. This is... Defeat the Monster Lord, Luca. Yes. That's right. Defeat the Monster Lord. I just thought I'd remind you. Ilias? I open my eyes to the soft morning light. Jumping up, I look around relentlessly. As usual, you're so noisy in the morning. Ilias, thank you for giving me your revelation. Praying right as you get up? You're like some smelly old man. Even young people give their gratitude to Ilias. Do you want to pray with me, Alice? Ha! That's a laugh. I'm a monster. Why the hell would I pray to your god? As usual, she's so rude in the morning. Thus, we continue on our journey to Iliasport. This is a muggy forest. In these kinds of places, a lot of tropical monsters are likely to appear. Watch where you're going. Tropical monsters? As I question Atlas suddenly... Alright guys, brace yourself. Something else not too pretty is coming up. Well then again, some of you might, well... I'll just show you.
Perfect. It's time for me to be pollinated. Hey, will you mate with me? Spread your seed all over my pistol.
I can't do that. Mating with a monster. I can't break one of Ilias's commandments.
It won't be difficult. Just leave everything to me. I'll make you feel so good all you need to do is evacuate. I'll fulfill your desires. Aren't you lucky?
I won't! I can't break Ilias's commandments like this. Declaring that, I pull out my sword. Doesn't look like she'll let me go that easily.
Then I'll just need to force you.
Alright, so here we have the Rafflesia girl. Something I like, if you take a look at her in Monsterpedia, she's actually, despite having two bodies, she's actually just one person still. Alright, let's try out Thunder Thrust. There's a lot of interesting tidbits you can look at of monsters in the Monsterpedia. So, yeah, if you want to, it's always a good idea. Alright. Well, now we're probably just going to stick to Demon Decapitation from now on. So, wow, I think this is going to end quickly. Especially if I do another Demon Decapitation, and Oh, come on.
It's time to pollinate.
Oh, no. Oh, Luca, resist it. Resist, Luca. No!
Now I'll start. I'll make you feel really good, so pollinate me.
Oh, boy. This isn't good. Luca, no! Why'd you take off your clothes, you idiot? Oh, God. I'm not gonna read that shit. Again. Oh, God, Luca. No, why? Luca, snap out of it. Okay, well, this is bad. And finally broke free of the trance. Okay. That was our instance of being in a trance for the first time. There's not really much we can do to avoid status effects right now, but in the future we will get something that will protect us from a lot of status effects. So yeah, just don't worry about it for now. We will eventually get some way to counteract that.
No, my body.
The Rafflesia girl grows and turns into a normal Rafflesia. Wait, she grows? Okay, it doesn't look like she can move anymore. And is a normal plant. Like this, you can't distinguish her from any of the other plants. Except, you know, by knowing that she's a Rafflesia. And there we go. Level 10! Excellent work, me! Whew, that was pretty good. What? The battle or the pollination? Having so much trouble against a worthless opponent? Alice looks at the former Rafflesia girl by her foot. Are you going to eat her? What are you saying? How can I eat a fellow monster? I just want to have a taste of the petal. Wait, are you serious? It's a plant, so it would grow back. Besides, it was just a passing thought. What a glutton. Shaking my head, I continue onwards. Once we're out of these woods, we should reach Iliasport. Just a little bit more north of this forest. Almost out of the muggy forest, another monster appears. Oh boy. Well, I'll just go ahead and give you guys a hint. You don't want to lose here. A roper, huh? This thing is a famous, troublesome monster. They weaken their prey by squeezing or evacuation. Then they melt their prey and eat them. A truly horrifying monster. It's been a long time since I last had a delicious treat. Yeah, like I would let you eat me. I take out my sword and take a fighting stance. So, once again, we're going to be starting most of our battles with Thunder Thrust because that is a really good skill to start with. But also, I did not mean to press that. Alright. So, again, you know, after playing this game through so many times like this, I gotta wonder, what do tentacles like this actually feel like, I wonder? I mean, the closest I've ever actually come into contact with tentacles is when I eat calamari. And you gotta wonder, what do they taste? No, not what do they taste like when they're alive, but to be fair, I don't think many people eat live squid. But I was just wondering, what would tentacles feel like when they actually attach to you, I wonder, because... Uh-oh. Okay, we're still good. Just gotta... If she binds me again, though, I think I'm done. Okay, thank God! That was a little too close for comfort. The roper turns into a slimy tentacle thing. She angrily throws its tentacles at me before running away. And on that note, I think that we're a little bit over time. Probably not, but we'll get to Iliasport in the next episode because it's right outside this forest, so we're done here. Next time on Monmusu Quest, we'll see what we can do at Iliasport. And also, I'm pretty sure that's a graphical glitch with the little text there, but either way, it still works, hopefully. Alright. So I'll see you guys next time when we go to Iliasport. Laters!